Good evening, everyone. This is Veer Maheshwar Charitable Trust Latur MS India organizing daily international webinar series. In this series, speakers are invited from India and abroad. Speakers are delivering their speeches as per their field of research. And every day at 7 p.m., we are joining here or listening from the various speakers from India and abroad. Today, we welcome Remya Raveendran ma'am, who is Assistant Professor, Adi Shankara Institute of Engineering and Technology, Kalady, Kerala, India. She will speak on the topic artificial intelligence in everyday's life. I welcome you, ma'am, from my organization and from all the participants, those who are joined here. Today's speaker is an international artificial intelligence researcher and academician. Currently, she is serving as assistant professor in the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science at Adi Shankara Institute of Engineering and Technology, Kerala. She maintains an active scholarly presence with publication indexed in the leading databases, reflecting her sustained contributions to the peer-reviewed research and the global academic community. Her research lies at the intersection of the federated learning, reinforcement learning, and evolutionary computation, with a focus on developing adaptive, privacy preserving, preserving, and scalable AI frameworks. She is currently working on advanced hybrid methodologies that integrate meta learning, multi objective optimization, and reinforcement learning for intelligence client selection in distributed environments. Her work also explores real world applications in the healthcare and IoT, emphasizing interpretable and impactful AI solutions. Alongside her research, she is a dedicated educator and speaker, known for delivering insightful sessions that makes complex AI concepts accessible to diverse audience. Her contribution reflect a balanced integration of academic research, practical innovation, and knowledge destinations. I welcome you, ma'am, and I request you, you can start your speech now. Thank you. Madam, you are not audible.
Yeah, is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So once again, good evening. Good evening, all present here. So first of all, I would like to sincerely thank Dr. BETKAR sir for organizing such an international webinar series and definitely for inviting me as a speaker and giving me such a good opportunity to be a part of it. So it is a pleasure to connect with such a diverse and wide audience through this platform. So before starting with 1 minute, okay. So before we move forward, let me briefly introduce where I come from or where I belongs to. So myself, Remya, coming from Adi Shankara Institute of Engineering and Technology, and currently working there as an assistant professor in the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. And our institution is located at a place known as Kalady. So when we talk about Kalady, it is not just a place. It holds a very deep cultural and historical importance. So, in many ways, the place itself represents something, a place of knowledge, reflection, and some intellectual tradition. So our institution offers a wide range of programs, include various undergraduate courses, then postgraduate courses like MBA, MCA, and also along with there's a wide opportunity for research and doctoral studies as well. So at our institution, we are not just learning. We are not just focusing on learning the technologies, but on understanding how it applies in real life as well. So and that engagement brings me to a simple thought that I would like to begin with. So the thought is like, what if the technologies we study are not something, some distinct or some complex things, but something we are already using in everyday life. Okay, so not in the labs or not in the future, but just right now in our own lives. So that's the reason why I choose a topic like this. So let me start with a small story, so one that might feel very familiar with. So let's imagine a student the night before an exam, because almost all the students will starting their preparation the previous day of the exam, right? So in that moment, they will open the suppose YouTube to quickly revise one topic. But within just 2 or 3 minutes, while they are watching the YouTube, there will be some recommendation videos, right? So that seems to be more helpful to them for revising all the topics. So then one after another, it will come popping up. All the recommendations will be popping up one another. So at the same time, sometimes their phone keeps sending certain notifications, a reminder from the Google Calendar, or a message will be popping up just the right moment. Even some playlist that somehow matches their late night mood. So all these will be coming up into their phone while they are browsing it, right? So the next morning, when they again look at the smartphone, they will be sometimes checking the Google Maps to avoid the traffic, to reach the college on time. And in between all these things, they might even ask, let me say that ChatGPT or any other tools to quickly explain a concepts that they didn't fully understand. So now here is an interesting question. So did the student consciously choose all these things, or was something quietly guiding those choices? So what looks like a normal student day is we can say is actually filled with some magic, right? So it almost feels like these systems understand you very much. So it seems like that these type of understanding is something we call it as a magic, right? So actually this understanding is not just a magic, it is what we call the artificial intelligence. So it always acts as an invisible assistant in all or in everyone's daily life. Okay, so, if we talk about AI, it is not something far away, or it is not something that is reserved for any researchers or some big tech companies. It's already a part of a student life, not even a student life, everyone's life, helping, influencing, and sometimes even distracting us. So, in today's sessions, we are going to explore how AI moves from the basic concepts into these real everyday applications that we interact with constantly. So let's begin this journey from the concepts and can we go through certain applications of AI. And also, I would like to talk about the future of AI and also the challenges faced by AI while using it in everyday life. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. So, can anyone say what is an AI? Can you define it, or any audience can you anyone say what you mean by an AI in some simple words? Okay, yeah, it's okay. So let me explain. In my opinion, in very simple terms, AI is about machines. That is the machines that are learning from data, identifying certain patterns from those learned data, and then it will make certain decisions from learning these patterns. So it is just enough to assist us in all our everyday tasks. Okay, so learn, think, and make decisions. This is something that we call an AI. Okay, so if we go through the traditional softwares, we can say it is something like a recipe. That means if we give some input, it will generate some output with the help of some algorithms, right? So, what do you mean by an algorithm? It is actually a step by step procedures that we need to follow to get a particular output, right? So it is just like a recipe. Do this, then that, then you will getting a final product like that. The traditional software will be working, but it is not the case of AI. AI is like a student. It observes, it learns from the examples, and makes a best guess based on what it saw. Okay. So, how does AI actually work? At its core, AI is surprisingly very simple. Okay. So, as I told you earlier, it mainly follows three basic steps. That is, the first one is it collect large amount of data or large amount of information from the users itself. So, if you are just browsing any YouTube or any social media sites, what AI is doing at the background is they are just collecting the data from us for better learning. Okay, so they will collect all these data. They will try to process this data. They will pre-process this data, and they will identify certain patterns from this data. Then only they can make the decision. So these are the main three basic steps when we talk about the AI working. So the first one is data collection. Second one is identifying the patterns from data. So that is the learning process of the AI. Then after that, they will make some decisions or prediction from those patterns to respond to the user's prompt. Okay. So, so let's take a simple example. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. Okay. So let's take take a simple example. So if you watch a lot of travel videos on YouTube, the system will learns those patterns of browsing. Okay. So and the next time what it will doing is it will recommend a more travel contents to us, right? So it is not actually thinking like a human. It is actually recognizing the patterns from the browsing data. They're collecting definitely they are collecting those data, and then from that data they are recognizing the patterns and then it responds accordingly. Okay. So, but we can't say that all the decisions by AI is a correct one, right? We can't say like that because it is learning from the patterns. So there will be some mistakes for predictions or decisions done by the AI. So if we say an example, you can think just as like a student, AI like a student. The more examples a students practices, the better they become at solving the problems, right? So similarly, the more data the AI systems are exposed to, the better they become at making accurate predictions. But just like a student can learn incorrectly if they are taught wrong, so A can also make mistakes if the data is biased or some incomplete data are they are using for making these decisions. Then definitely AI will also make certain mistakes. So that is the major challenge of this AI systems that we need to focus mainly on. Um, then now the thing that we have discussed is so far forms the foundations of this AI, the working of AI. But on top of this foundations, there are a few key areas that make AI powerful. Okay, so many people, if think you may have heard about certain terms like artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, NLP, generative AI, explainable AI, responsible AI. Okay, all these terms you may be familiar with, but almost all of them think that what they actually don't know what all these things, right? They may be heard about all these things, right? So actually, these all terms are interchangeably, but they are actually the subsets of one another. Okay. So artificial intelligence is the main area that acts as an umbrella. Okay. So everything comes under all these machine learning, neural network, deep learning, generative AI. All these terms will be coming under this particular umbrella. Okay. So these terms sound a little bit technical here, but we will understand them in a very simple and intuitive way. So actually, this actually all these things, these techniques are mainly used to imitate or mimic the human intelligence, whether through logic or some if then rules or more complex math. Okay, but I'm not going to all these terms in a technical way. I'm just giving a general concepts of all these things because I think the audience can be technical as well as non-technical will be there, right? So we can go in a general way. So, uh, sorry. Okay. So, so these are the main core concepts of AI, that is machine learning, deep learning, NLP, computer vision. Then comes generative AI. Then some robotics will be there. Then comes some explainable AI. All these terms are the main concepts of this artificial intelligence. So we can just start with the first core concept, that is the machine learning. So, machine learning is the reason why AI feels the intelligent. Okay. So, instead of writing just rules like if this happens, do that. If this is the case, then that will be happen. Here we just gave the system data, and what the machine learning will be doing is it will learns the patterns by its own. That is the term that we are giving more importance here. That is, it will be learning the patterns by its own. For example, we can think of some email spam detection. So earlier we had some fixed rules for classifying these spam mails from the primary mails. So now the system, what they are doing is the system will be learning from thousands of such emails, and it improves automatically. Okay, so it will classify the emails as spam or not spam automatically. We are not setting any rules for this classification. Okay. So it is just like teaching a child. to what we say, to recognize a dog by showing them 100 pictures of dogs rather than describing like four legs and a tail in a code. Okay, or if we give some rules like it has four legs and a tail, then it can be classified either as a dog or a cat, right? So instead of doing that, the child, what they are doing is they will collecting, or we will be showing 100 pictures of a dog, and we will classify, or they will be learning by itself. We are not supposed to tell them that this is the dog, this is the cat, or like that. They are learning from their own experiences, right? So in that, that is the way that AI is also working. So there are different ways that a machine can learn. Okay, that means there are some different what we call different types of learning happen in this machine learning purpose. The first one we call is supervised learning. So in supervised learning is something like a teacher helping them in learning purpose. Okay, so you gave examples with some correct answers. So, for example, emails, yeah, if we take the example of emails labeled as spam or not spam. So, we are giving loads of data for to the system for classifying an email into spam as well as not spam. Okay, so that type of learning is what we known as supervised learning. But next type, the second type is something we call as unsupervised learning. So this is something different from that. So here, what the system is doing is the system will always tries to find the patterns by its own without giving any examples like email, as I already told, email with spam or not. So we are not giving such examples to the system. We are just giving the data without any labels. Okay, they will study the data, and they will generate the patterns from on its own without being told the answers. Okay. So that means if we have certain products and we are grouping these products into categories. Okay. So these are some examples of this unsupervised learning. So so that's all about the machine learning. And the next, the concept is about the deep learning. When we move to deep learning, from machine learning to deep learning, it is actually the most advanced version of machine learning. Okay. So this is actually the powerhouse, we can say the powerhouse behind the modern breakthroughs like ChatGPT or some self-driving cars. It mainly uses the concepts of neural networks. So it is actually a mathematical structure which is inspired from our human brain. When we talk about the human brain, in brain we have lots of what we call neurons, right? So each of these neurons will be connected to millions and millions of other neurons. So if a particular neuron got a particular signal, then this neuron, what they are doing is they will share these signals to the millions of neurons that they are connected to. Okay, so in that process, so it will be processing in that way. So that mathematical concept or that structure is taken into a mathematical structure which is known as a neural network, right? So it is mainly inspired from this human brain. So then one more thing is I need to discuss is, so deep learning is actually it uses this type of neural networks for solving certain complex tasks like vision or speech or identifying images or identifying the audios or generating something new. All these are coming under this deep learning. Okay. So here in this slide, I have given a architecture small diagram here. You can see here. So this is actually a structure of a neural network with some input layer, some hidden layers, then some output layer. Okay. I'm not going deep into all these technical things. I'm just want you to understand what is a deep learning. Okay, so this is just a structure of what you call deep neural networks. Then why it is called a deep means, you can see in between the input layer and output layer there we have some hidden layers, right? So because of these hidden layers, we call it as deep. Because hidden layers, there is no limit to have these this much of hidden layers. There is no such a limit. We can add any amount of hidden layers in between this. Okay, so as the hidden layers increases, the structure will be more complex, as well as it can recognize more patterns in an accurate way, or we can say more efficient the model will be. Okay, so that's why it is called a deep. Okay, so in deep neural networks, we'll be having loads of hidden layers, and hidden layers are mainly the layers that do all the processings, and we'll be getting more accurate results out of these hidden layers. Okay, so instead of handling certain simple patterns, but in the case of machine learning, that models are mainly used for learning the patterns. But in the case of deep learning, what we are doing is, instead of just focusing on learning the patterns, we can handle certain complex things like we can recognize the face, or we can understand the speech. Then we can we can detect the objects in a particular image. Okay, so these are certain complex things that can be done by this deep neural network. Okay, so imagine if we have three or four hidden layers in this network. So here the first layer can suppose it can detect the edges of the face. Okay, then the second layer it can detect the shapes, and the third layer it can recognize the objects. Okay, so in this way the deep neural network is working. Okay, so each layer is responsible for doing a specific task. So as a whole, it will be recognizing an object from an image. Okay, so otherwise you can see an image in this slide, like so many people are sitting in a round and doing some puzzles or solving some puzzles, right? So you can see each person's in this image. You can imagine like that, these each person's in the image is like a node or some neurons. So they pass their findings to the next person or next group, or we can say the next layer. So together they will be reaching into a particular solution. That means after that, after each layers or each group of persons solving the puzzles and sending their findings to the next group. After that, the final results will be reached after the final group. Okay, will be getting from the final group. So in this way, the deep neural network is also identifying the patterns, doing the complex things. Okay, so that is all about the deep learning. So by deep learning, we can have, or the main, we can say some real life applications using this deep neural network is, as I already told, face recognition. Then the next major application is the autonomous driving, that is self-driving. The next one is recognizing or understanding the speech, that is what we call the natural language processing. So we have Siri. Okay, so that's type of natural language processing, voice assistance for doing all these things. Then moving on to the next core area, that is what we call the NLP. So almost all of them have heard about this term, natural language processing. So it actually allows the machines to understand and respond to human language. Okay, so when you talk to a voice assistant, or when you use certain tools like chatbot or some machine translation apps, that is Google Translate, so, or even typing messages, your phone will be predicting the next word. Okay, that's also AI understanding various language patterns. Okay, so let's look at some major applications of natural language processing, that the things many of us already using every day. So the first one is some AI chatbots and virtual agents. So these are some systems that designed to interact with humans through text or audio or voice, we can say. So when you visit a website and a chat window will be popping up asking, how can I help you, right? So that is actually an AI chatbot. And they are widely used in this customer support, helping for answering queries instantly without any human intervention, saving both time as well as the cost. Okay. So when we talk about the next application, that is the machine translation. Okay, so this is also familiar to us. So it allow us to convert the text from one language to another in real time. Okay, so you can translate English to Hindi or Marathi or any other language instantly. Okay, so actually, this has made the communication across different languages much easier, especially in education or traveling or some tourism and or global collaboration. Okay, so that is what we call the machine translation, and the next one is related to sentiment analysis. So this is what about understanding the emotions from the text. Okay, so when people post certain reviews or comments on online mode, so A can analyze whether the opinion is a positive one or a negative one or something neutral. Okay, so many of these companies use these opinions to understand the customer feedback, so that they can improve their products and even definitely track the public opinion on social media. Okay, so what we see here is the NLP, not just about the language. It's all about making human, then human and the computer interaction more natural, meaningful, and definitely intelligent. Okay. So the next one I would like to discuss is about the computer vision. Okay, so NLP is just about understanding the language, but computer vision is about enabling machines to see and interpret the visual world just like the humans do. Okay, so let's look some everyday applications on computer visions. I'm not going into deeply into all these technical things, but I'm just going generally. Okay, I'll just explain all these things generally. So the next one is the facial recognition that almost all of us are using nowadays. We'll be opening our phone with face detection, right? So this is actually used to identify or verify a person from an image or from a video, right? So this is a good example of computer vision. Then next one is medical image analysis. So this one, the AI will help mainly the doctors or nurses to analyze the medical images, like we have X-rays, CT scans, or MRIs. So we can, for example, we can use this scanning report to detect the tumors or any abnormalities at an earlier stage, sometimes even with higher accuracy and speed. So this actually doesn't replace the doctors, but it supports them in making better decisions. Okay. So coming to the autonomous vehicles, so in this case, the computer vision helps in identifying the objects in the surrounding environment. So they can detect the roads, the pedestrians, the traffic signals, and if there is any obstacles in real time. So based on this visual data, the vehicle can move or they can make the driving decisions safely. Okay. So overall, this computer vision is about teaching machines to see. And once they can see, they can assist us in areas like safety, healthcare, and transportation as well. So, if we step back and look at everything together, together on the core concepts of AI, what we can say is machine learning is actually just a foundation of this artificial intelligence, and deep learning makes it more powerful so that it can handle more complex tasks. And NLP helps AI to understand the language, and the computer vision helps AI understand the images. Okay. So, and all of these core concepts are working together in almost all the apps and systems that we use in everyday life. And now, actually, from all these core concepts, you maybe understand how AI working at a very basic level. So let's now go back to where we started, that our everyday life, and see how all these ideas come together in some real applications. Okay. Anyone have any questions so far? So can I move forward? Okay. So far, we have understood the core areas of AI, how machines process the language and as interpret the images, right? So, but the real question is, where do we actually see this in our daily lives? Okay. So, we from the concepts, let us move to some real world impact. Okay. So, for a long time, we have seen AI in things like smartphones and various other apps. But today, AI is moving into something far more important, mainly saving the human lives. Okay. So, if we move to these healthcare applications, early diagnosis is one of the major applications that AI is looking into. So actually, AI can analyze medical images like X-rays, MRIs, to detect the diseases such as tumors at a very early stage. So in many cases, they'll be identifying the patterns that are difficult for the human eye to notice. Okay, so this will really help the doctors diagnose faster and more accurately. And everything, these process will be possible only through some models. Okay, so this AI has developed loads of models, loads of deep learning models are available for doing all these things. So I'm not going to all these models. I'm just want to inform you that there are certain models doing all these things perfectly. Okay. So traditionally, then moving to the drug discovery, we have developed. We can there are lots of drugs that is developed annually. So it may take years to develop some drugs or vaccine, right? So actually, AI can analyze massive biological data, and they can predict the effective compounds, reducing this time significantly. Okay, so these from years. So it reduces the development of vaccines from years to sometimes just months. So this become especially important during situations like certain pandemics. Okay. Then also we can see certain applications like virtual nurses. Okay. So these are also some AI power systems that can monitor patients, and it provide 24/7 assistance, reminding them to take medications, and can even answer some basic health related questions. Okay. So this is especially useful for certain elderly care and remote healthcare. So here, actually, AI is not replacing the doctors. They all are supporting them. Okay, for improving the accuracy, the speed, and accessibility of all these healthcare cases. Okay, so I can't say that AI is actually a scary thing to all of us. It is actually helping us. Okay, so if now if A can do this in healthcare, then they can also work in transportation as well, right? So these are some examples that AI makes in the transportations for making better movement. So first one is the autonomous vehicles. So I have already discussed regarding these autonomous vehicles, like they will be using certain sensors and cameras to capture the videos or some images from the surrounding environment so that they can easily detect the roads, pedestrians, obstacles, and also they can make certain decisions based on these what patterns, okay, in real time. Okay, they can also optimize the traffic. Okay, that means based on some real-time vehicle movement. Instead of some fixed timer signals, they can adapt dynamically, reducing the congestion and as well as for saving time for the commuters. Okay. So the next application is regarding the Google Map. If we say it also use AI to predict the best route by considering the traffic, weather, and historical data. So you can see if we open a Google Map and search for a particular destination, we can see some routes in red color, right? So they are just informing as that this route is more congested, so you can take another route like that. So they are also using this technology, that is artificial intelligence, for making such decisions. Okay, so moving to the next application, that is okay. That is the shopping. Okay, the personalized store trend. Okay, so have you ever noticed how the online stores seem to understand exactly what you want? Okay, when a platform shows you might also like, or something there will be recommended for you, right? So they are analyzing your browsing history, your past purchases, and preferences to suggest the products, to suggest the products tailored specifically to you. Okay, so instead of just typing, you can also simply take a photo of a product. Yes. And definitely I will find similar items through online items in online. Like if you see a shoe or a dress somewhere, you can just take a photo of that and just you can search for it instantly using your phone. Okay. So it also allows to virtually try the clothes, right, without physically wearing them. It can even suggest matching accessories, creating a more personalized experience. In these cases, AI is transforming everything from a generic experience into something highly personalized and a type of predictive type. Okay, predictive one. Then another application is some interactive polls. This will be more helpful while teaching in classrooms and all. So we can interact with the students in real time. If we are taking an online class or something, we can interact with them in an easier way. So also AI can instantly analyze the audience responses to understand their mood, whether they are engaged or confused or neutral type. So if multiple people respond to a particular query, it can group. This AI helps in grouping certain common words, and they can display them visually, so that it will help us quickly identify the key ideas or opinions. Okay, so there are also some AI tools that can automatically group similar questions together, making it easier to address the most relevant queries without any repetition. Okay, so it makes the communication also more interactive and more responsive. Okay, so finally, just we can move to our daily usage, that is the social media. So, have you ever wondered why you keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling? Okay, that's actually the AI at work. The platforms like Instagram or TikTok or some they all learns from our preferences very quickly. Okay, that means what you like, what you watch, or what all things you are skipping, and they will all show the content that keeps you engaged. Okay, so this AI will helps dictate and filter certain harmful content, spams or inappropriate comments often before a human can see them. Okay. So interestingly, some influencers today are not real people at all. They are completely AI generated personalities with certain millions and millions of followers. Okay, so in social media also, AI is shaping not just what we see, but also how we think, how we engage, and how we spend our time online. Okay. Uh, so up to this point, we have seen AI helping us analyze or predict and optimize the things. Okay, but now AI is entering a completely new phase where it doesn't just assist us; it actually creates. Okay. In previously, they all these things are assisting us, but now they are actually creating. Okay, so that is what we call the term like a generative AI. So it actually makes a shift from AI being a tool for understanding to a tool for creativity. Okay, so you all may be familiar with ChatGPT that can generate emails, reports, summaries, and even creating writings and definitely images as well. So all these things are nowadays created by different tools. Okay, so some tools like there are some tools like Midjourney, which helps us in image creation. We just simply describe something in words, and it can generate certain high quality images or even videos based on that description. Okay, so we have another tool like what we call Copilot, or we can have GitHub, then Google AI Studio. These all are certain tools for assisting us in to write the coding part faster by just suggesting the functions or fixing certain errors in our code or even generating the complete code snippets. Okay, so you just want to copy from that and just run it. We can develop a software as well. We can develop an app in our own. Okay, in just few minutes. Okay, so what we are seeing here is actually a major shift. Okay, they are no longer just supporting the task, but it is becoming a creative partner to us. Okay, and this opens up certain new possibilities it doesn't meant for just engineers, but for it can also apply to students, certain designers, writers, and definitely for everyone. Okay, so but instead of just talking about it, I would like to show how this actually works in real time. uh, is the time is 49? Okay. So let me share one tab. 1 minute. Okay, so I'm just opening the chat GPT. I hope all of you can see that. Okay, so I'm going to give a simple prompt to something a student might actually use. Okay, so I'm just going to type 1 minute. Let me go to this. You can see here. Explain the concept of artificial intelligence in simple terms for a school student with a real life example. Okay, so it is generating content, right? Okay, you can see here another everyday example in one line. Everything the GPT is generated. I know you all are using this chat GPT. Okay, so let me so I didn't give any detailed instructions, just a simple sentence, right? So it's generating a structured, meaningful explanation instantly. I'm getting all these things instantly. So if I type, I think make it shorter and more engaging. Let me type that. Make it shorter. You can see how this GPT is structuring the sentence. Okay, it is when computers learn to think and make decisions like humans. With an example in simple words, everything it is listing, right? So this is where it becomes powerful. You can also refine the output just like interacting with a human. Okay, so if another example, I want to generate some images. That is, let me write a sentence. I can show you how this ChatGPT is creating an image. Let me give a prompt like this: a whimsical watercolor illustration of a fox wearing a tiny bowler hat, riding a cycle through a sun draped forest. And we have some pastel tones to this image, and it should be charming, and some soft outlines should be there, and the atmosphere should be very dreamy. Okay, so if I send this prompt to this ChatGPT, you can see here it is creating the image. Okay, it will take some time. Then you can see sketching it out. So each and every step they are working on is displayed over here. Okay, making the first draft. Let us view how it is looking. Setting the scene. The scene should be a dreamy one, right? Then the details. Then the finishing up. Then the final touch is going on. Yeah, you can see how they're actually generating a new possibility of prompt engineers. Okay, so all these prompts are designed by the prompt engineers. So yeah, I hope you can view this. Okay. So these all are certain concepts of AI, and we have already discussed various applications. So I would also like to give some practical AI tools that you can start using immediately. Okay, so let's start with something that we all do, that is definitely writing and communication. Okay, so I just want to introduce you certain tools that we can use for this writing and communication purpose. So the first one is the Grammarly. So it not only corrects the grammar but also adjusts your tone, whether you want to sound professionally or you want in a friendly manner or some formal manner. So we can have our own what we call we can have our own writing nature for by using all these AI tools. So the next one is the Quill bot. It is mainly used for paraphrasing and summarizing a particular paragraph or something like that, writings. So, for example, if we want to convert a long paragraph into some short or clear bullet points, we can use Quillbot, and then definitely ChatGPT. This is actually a versatile tool that you can use for various purposes: generate ideas, drafting emails, or any other complex task for better understanding. So here AI becomes actually a writing assistant, helping you communicate more clearly and efficiently. Okay. So coming to design and creativity, if you don't need you don't need to be a professional designer anymore to create high quality content. So you can use tools like Canva or Mid Journey or Adobe Firefly. This is just to mention one or two. So you can use these tools for creating certain high quality designs. Okay, you can see in the image itself. I have given just a sketch of some buildings. Okay, so it is converted to something realistic, right? So this is also done by Canva Magic Studio. So I have just mentioned here. So this is also possible with the help of this AI. So AI is also transforming our creativity. Okay, so we can design that is which is accessible to everyone. Okay, so you don't need to be a professional designer or creator for doing all these things. From creativity, we can just move to something that we all struggle with, that is managing our time and task. Okay, so in today's world, we deal with a lot of information like notes, meetings, schedules. Okay, so AI will always help to make all these things to be in order. Okay, so some tools like Notion AI, you can extract action items automatically. Then Otter.ai, it can record and transcribe the meetings in real time. Then we can definitely we can have Perplexity AI. We can act like an intelligent search engine, giving direct and some concise access answers. So here, AI becomes a productivity partner, helping you work smarter. Okay. Then it can also support in learning as well as research purposes. So for students and professionals, they can significantly speed up the learning purpose. So you can use consents, then Wolfram Alpha, Quizlet, then you can have Google AI Studio, definitely. Then Copilot, you maybe heard about all these things. So this consent helps you find answers directly from certain research papers. Then there's another tool known as Skyspace. This mainly used for the literature review purpose. So it is a good tool for summarizing each and every paper that belongs to your area. So that is good for literature reviews. Then for if we call citation purpose, we can have paper pile. It is definitely helpful in phrasing your articles or citing the papers. It is very good for research purposes. Then Quizlet. You can use AI to create certain flashcards, and you can practice the test tailored to your learning needs. Okay, so here AI will be acting as a learning companion, helping you understand and retain certain informations in a better way. Okay, and finally it also helps us manage our personal lives. So it is actually not just a technology that we study. Okay, it's something that we always use, always experience, and it mainly depends on every single day. Okay, actually, in this case, for our personal wellness, tools like UB Health, then Clio, Reclaim.ai, these all helps as a personal assistance, which helps you stay healthier, organized, and well balanced. Okay, so far we have seen the power of AI and the possibilities of AI, how it help us hiring, lending, or giving any recommendations, anything. It will be biased to a particular group. Okay, so the data definitely, if you are browsing, they are learning from our data, right? So the data privacy, that is another base issue of this AI. So it often relies on large amount of personal data. So we need to ask how this data is being collected, stored, and used, or they are sharing this data to someone else, or all these things matters. Also AI can generate some realistic images, videos, and voices. Okay, so this all makes it difficult to distinguish what is real and what is not. Okay, so while AI drives the innovation, it also requires some ethics and responsibility from all of us. So all these things has to be keep in mind while using this technique in our daily life. So again, a natural question arises: where is all this heading? Okay, so we are moving to the next phase of AI evolution. That is, AI become more even predictive, understanding our needs before we even express them. Then it plays a key role in solving the global challenges like climate change, optimizing the energy usage, and definitely improving the efficiency. Then the most importantly is the human AI collaboration, and it mainly focus on a shift from humans versus machines to humans works alongside AI. Okay, so the future of AI is not just about technology; it's about actually the partnership between the humans and the machines. Okay, and let me ask you one question. Almost all of them will be asking this question, going through this question. Will AI take up my job? Okay. So the answer is more balanced. AI will take our repetitive task. Okay. Allowing humans to focus on creativity, then some strategy and certain decision making. Okay, they are creating entirely new career opportunities. So we have to say like that, like prompt engineers, then AI this, then data specialists, data engineers. All these opportunities are arising due to this evolvement of AI. And finally, it helps in lifelong learning. Okay, the key skill in the future will be the ability to continuously learn and adapt. Okay, so I would like to say that AI is not about just a replacement; it is just about evolution. Okay, so before we conclude this session, I would like to leave you with some simple thoughts like. Um, at the end of End of the day, AI is not just something to learn, it's something to experience. Okay. So don't be so hesitate to explore these tools like ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, Perplexity, or anything like that. So you all have to start small. Okay. Use them in your daily tasks, assignments, or work so that your life will be more easier. So it is actually a powerful AI is actually a powerful, but we need to say that it is not actually perfect one. Okay, it won't be always correct. So you don't need to accept everything blindly. Always think, question, and verify. Then only you have to use that. Okay. So the best way to stay relevant is to keep learning and adapt to that environment. Okay. So because your journey with the AI doesn't start in the future, it always starts now. So be cautious, be critical, and stay informed always. We adapt to all these changing environments. Start learning today itself. So don't start your learning purpose. You always keep learning and learning and learning so that you can get more informations, more knowledgeable, and it will help in a better life. Okay. So, with that, I'm ending my session of today. So, I would like to leave you with one final thought, that is, AI will not replace humans, but humans using AI will replace those who don't. Okay. So this is not something to fear, it is something to prepare for. Okay. So the opportunity is not just to keep up with AI, but to grow along with it. Okay. So thank you for giving me such an opportunity to deliver a talk on this AI topic. So happy learning, and I hope you start exploring AI from today or today itself. So you can also share where you see AI being used in your field, and I would be glad to discuss that also. So if you have any questions, it will be better, or if I expect some feedback from the audience as well. So thank you all. Thank you once again.
For studies and useful informative talk today. Important surveyor and the field of that explained points related to how AI is fulfilled our life in daily applications in medical, education, in vehicles, architecture, and how it can be used ethically. All these things are very much useful to us, and you have explained very perfectly with the practical example using Shankara and other examples you have included. Thank you for the study, detailed speech and PPT today. And
Thank you,
I
sir.
request
Thank you.
participants they can unmute discuss with speakers. Participants are welcome to discuss with the speakers.
Ma'am, can AI do the survey for industries?
Definitely, sir. There are certain tools that can do surveys as well. You just want to give the tools just questions, or what you are like, what type of survey you want to work on. Then definitely they also help in surveys. There are certain tools to do surveys as well.
Yes, like I want to investigate application of Internet of Things in
Okay.
the manufacturing industries in India.
Okay.
So, which kind of tool I should use for online survey purpose?
So you want to use IoT in
Manufacturing industries of India.
manufacturing industries in India. Okay.
So, which
So
tool you suggest me for doing this survey and for
survey.
getting the yes?
If you want to do the survey items, survey means you are going with some literature articles or something like that.
Yes, yes. Some questions like how they are using IoT and how it is going to help them to improve their efficiency, and sustainability and profitability and competitiveness in the industry. So,
Okay. So I definitely opt for Gemini. Gemini is such an interesting tool for these asking these type of questions. It will give interesting answers that help you all that help you really well in all these things. And if you want to do some literature survey, you can go with some I already informed, like Skyspace is a wonderful tool for literature survey, so you can know about the latest articles that you are using, or the important algorithms they have developed, the most interesting what we call the developments in the IoT field, the manufacturing industries, everything they can be listed in Skyspace. Okay, so if you want to go to a particular paper and discuss on that only, you can get a particular summary also from that tool. You can ask questions about that development, their advantages or disadvantages, or what is the new methods they are using in that. All these things will get definitely will get from Skyspace. That's a better tool, but the only thing is that it will provide a free access for some 24 days or something like that. After that, you have to pay for it. That is the main problem with that. So most of the AI tools, for some days it will be giving some free version, but other ways it will be paid. So it depends upon our need. If we are using it most probably, then definitely we can go for the paid one. Otherwise, you have to choose for the free version. So you can also use Perplexity. That is also a good tool for just asking questions.
great. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Shankar sir, for asking the question. Useful to you. Now I will request Javeer Singh ji.
जी सभी को नमस्ते। नमस्ते मैडम। मैडम मेरा सवाल है कि एआई जो अपनी लाइफ में आज तो जीवन से जुड़ गई है, जो हमारी कल्चर एसेंस करती है, तो ये एआई कितना प्रभावित कर सकती है इसको?
Sir, can you ask in English because I'm not familiar with Hindi?
Yes, yes. He's saying that how artificial intelligence is affecting our culture, cultural things. AI, effect of AI on cultural things.
Okay, effect of AI in our culture. Okay, that is the question, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, so mm, actually, AI is quietly reshaping our culture. So it's not by replacing it, but by changing how we create, how we share, and how we value it. Okay, so we can just create certain stories or music or generate arts in very few seconds. So this actually lowers the barrier of creativity, so more people can create like that. So we can have also platforms like YouTube, Instagram, which that AI use to recommend the content, right? So this means the trends, the music, the ideas, everything will travel globally within hours. So making our culture more connected, but sometimes more uniform. Okay, so actually these all these traditions need the technology. So as for example, if AI changes the jobs, especially in art, media, communication. It can also reshape how the people see their roles and various skills in this society. So, if we say in just a line, so if AI makes the culture more accessible and it makes the culture more fast moving, but it can also raise some certain important questions about creativity, identity, and authenticity, I would say. So,
Thank
is
you.
it clear,
Thank you,
sir?
ma'am. I
Yeah.
think Javid Singh, you are satisfied with the answer. Now we welcome Dr. Swanand Shukla, sir, please.
Good evening, Dr. Betkar, sir, and good evening, ma'am. Wonderful presentation you have made on AI and various tools and apps you have talked about, and that is a very great thing. My question is, the same thing what you were pointing out. There's this AI, is always with the business, like Gamma or Gemini I'm using, and then after certain duration they start asking money per month, something like that. I remember Gamma, I used to prepare
Yes, yes.
PPTs, like PPTs, and now they're asking 500 rupees per month, but it is also not a monthly charge. They will charge for the annum. So in such a instances, I was using PI also, but the same thing is there, that after certain duration they ask money, and 6,000 rupees per annum is a good sum. So what you think, what you suggest, because the we are saying education should be universal, the technology should be universal, soft technology should be universal. Like we are having our Gmail or WhatsApp, we are not paying something to them. Can we get some other alternative like Gamma for PowerPoint presentation?
Uh, so, sir, almost most of the AI tools they will be asking for money after a particular usage. So instead of Gamma, we can use another tool like Canva is a good option. But it also asks for certain money for certain templates that we are using. So actually, Canva is a free version. We can use that for free. Also, AI is also integrated into that Canva. So we can also ask certain questions to Canva so that they can create, like you say, that PPT creation and all. It is very helpful to for classroom teaching as well. So it helps me also a lot using Canva. So I have also designed the PPT that have just presented to you in Canva, as well as in Google Slides. Also, there's an option like if we prepare the slides in Google Slides, at the bottom of that slides, there's an option called Enhance this slide. You can also use that particular what tab for creating a more realistic PPTs. You can it is actually integrated with Gemini. You can ask questions to Gemini. You can redesign your PPTs. You can add images. You can what you can even add contents to the slides as well. So I definitely prefer Google Slides since Gamma and all is the paid version. So definitely I will opt for Google Slides. So because it was just free.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I will try for that. And I think
Yes.
Canva is also, we have to do a lot of work with Canva. It is not very easy to use. What do you think about this?
Yes, sir. It is a little bit difficult for the starters. I think so. If we are if we are a pro in that, then that will be more easier. It mainly focuses on more realistic thing. But using Google Slides, I think for making PPT and all, it is enough, sir. Because I think 2 or 3 months back, it has included this Gemini in Google Slides. So I have used these things. I have redesigned my PPT using this tool. So it will be a better option.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Swanand Shukla, sir. You discussing useful your opinion and about the apps of the those who are available, paid or free for your purpose. She also said that AI will not replace doctors. This technology can be useful for us and can be used in future also, but it can replace the person those who are not using AI. Thank you, ma'am. I think your camera is off now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
My
thank you. Thank you.
laptop, yeah, its charge is
Yeah.
gone. That's why.
I request other participant they can discuss with our speaker. If anyone want to ask any question about the AI research or anything related to that, they can discuss. And all are requested to fill the feedback link, which is available in the chat box. And your inputs and feedback will be shared to the speaker. Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable time on this platform. This series is running from last 5 years, and mostly women resource persons are invited here. And so this series is recognized as a India Book of Record, Asia Book of Record, and International Book of Record for continuous organization of the online webinar series. You are a part of that. I am thankful for accepting our invitation and delivering today's talk. In future also, if you want to share new topic or related topic or modified topic on this platform, you are always welcome. Also, you are requested to recommend few speakers in future also. To run this series, we need the speakers, and that's why the series is running on the support of the speakers and the participants. So I am very much thankful for today's presentation, studies presentation, and I request all the participants to fill the feedback link. Thank you. Thank you. Participants are requested to fill the feedback link, which is available in the chat box, so that you can receive your certificates.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Betkar, sir, for this invitation.
Thank you, ma'am, for joining here for delivery talk. You can leave now. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
So you'll be sending the feedback to me, right?
Yes, yes, yes. After filling the feedback, I will send PDF to you. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.